Hey Victoria, yes, can you please make a travel plan for me?
Absolutely. I can help you with that. To start, could you please tell me which country's passport you're traveling with? This will help me check the visa requirements for you.
Of course, so I'm traveling with a Belgian passport.
Perfect. Belgian nationals don't need a visa for Kenya for stays under 30 days. What are your travel dates to Nairobi?
My travel dates are the 10th of July until the 20th of July.
Okay, that's 10 days, so no visa needed. By the way, Nairobi uses Type G plugs, which are UK style. Should I add a travel adapter to your packing list? Also, what's your budget for this trip? This will help me suggest suitable accommodations and activities.
Um, no, that's fine. The budget is around 300 euros a day.
Got it. That's a great daily budget for Nairobi, allowing for comfortable accommodations and a variety of activities. What kind of activities are you interested in? For example, are you looking for adventurous experiences like safaris or more relaxed downtime exploring the city and its cultural sites?
I'm looking to go to coffee shops. Yeah.
Okay, so you're interested in exploring local coffee shops. Are there any other activities you're interested in, or is that the main focus of your trip outside of the conference?
That's the
This will
main
help me
focus.
tailor the plan to your preference. Okay, so besides, what's the reason for your travel? And are you interested in any other activities? Knowing this will help me create a more personalized plan for you.
Well, the reason is to go see the conference, but I'm also going to see different coffee shops. Yeah.
Got it? So the main reason is the conference with coffee shop visits as a secondary interest. To make sure I have all the details, where are you traveling from currently? Also, do you have a preferred method of contact for receiving your travel plan, like email or WhatsApp?
Yep. So I'll be traveling from Dubai, and you can send the travel plan to both email and WhatsApp.
Great. Could you please provide your email address and WhatsApp number so I can send you the travel plan? Also,
Yes.
is there anything else I should know to make this plan perfect for you? For example, do you have any preferences for the type of accommodation you'd like or any specific requirements?
Yeah, no specific requirements. Just a nice hotel would be great. And my email is sdralternative@gmail.com. And my WhatsApp is +32 0499188995. And yeah, feel free to send me the travel plan.
Perfect. I have all the information I need. I'm compiling your personalized plan now, which will include visa details, safety tips, a budget breakdown based on your preferences, nice hotel options, coffee shop recommendations, and the conference location. It will be sent to both your email and WhatsApp. Give me a few minutes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're all set. Check your email and WhatsApp in the next 2 minutes for your personalized travel plan. It includes everything from emergency contacts to a list of highly rated coffee shops near the conference venue. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding your trip?
No, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could assist you. Have a fantastic time at the tech conference and enjoy exploring Nairobi's coffee scene. If you need anything else in the future, feel free to reach out.
Amazing. Thank you. Bye bye.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Yeah, and then basically we can see now that while I'm receiving, it's generating the personalized travel plan. So it's getting the different information from the different API request nodes. So here, for example, it's getting the flight details, the different hotel details, the YouTube search to send, for example, a POV video of the city that I'm going to go to. So in this case, it's Nairobi. Google Maps search for the activity that I want to do. So what I said is I wanted to go see coffee shops. Google News, so the news that's happening in Nairobi directly, and then Google reviews based on the activities that I want to do. And so everything will be sent directly to my email and also by WhatsApp. So here what it's doing, it's currently generating the base of the email, and then once that's done, it will start generating it for WhatsApp. So let's just give it a couple of moments. Okay, great. So I've received it by email. If I go to my inbox and I refresh, now I should see the travel plan. So here it is. So your upcoming trip to Nairobi, dear traveler, Here are your basically the travel plans. So we have the flights. So this is the flight details. It's going to cost 1,419 euros. It's a round trip. It's 80 minutes, and the flight time is July 10th, 2025 at 11:35 p.m., which is pretty late. And then in terms of accommodation, this is what they have recommended me. Well, the picture is not the best, but this comes directly from Google API, so nothing really we can control here. The best way to do this would actually to have a database where you actually handpick. So if you're a travel agency, you would actually handpick the different types of hotels that you would want to show with the different types of pictures, etc. And then here it gives the rate per night, the total rate, and then basically the person can click here and it will open actually the hotel itself, where they can directly check it out and see if it's a good fit for them or not. Then as well here we can see destination highlights. So this is actually the news of what's happening in Nairobi itself. So we can see that there's protests, we can see that there's something about the lions, we can see that basically what's happening in that country. And then also, well, there's a YouTube video which shows exactly like a POV style of someone walking down the streets of Nairobi. So then you really know what you can expect. I went to Nairobi a couple months ago and I really did not know what to expect. But yeah, it looks exactly like this, and something like this would have been very useful for me to know what I can do, what I cannot do, where I should go, and what to expect. And then you also have the local pick. So this is basically the coffee shop that they recommend. So it's called Palette Cafe. This is the address. And then it offers breakfast, lunch, solo dining, good for working on laptop. So that's perfect. I was traveling alone. Something like this would have been very useful. Instead, what I ended up doing is I ended up going to very expensive hotels and eating there, which, I think that was also good. But I think actually having like recommendation picks would be much better. And then you also have important travel information, which basically says, you need a valid passport, visa requirements, travel insurance, printed booking confirmations. Obviously, we're in Nairobi in the airport. There's no Wi-Fi, so good luck trying to get your visa or whatever. Just make sure you have that printed out. Then you can also click to see the website of the coffee place, and you can also click to open in Google Maps and see basically where it is on the map, which is very useful. So this is it. Palette Cafe looks like a nice coffee shop. That food looks pretty good. So that's pretty good. And then this is the website. So very cool, very informative. Obviously this could be done better as well. Now if we go to the AI WhatsApp agent, here was it finished generating the AI WhatsApp part. Now we're just formatting it in ways where we can send it on WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is they're very strict on how you can send certain messages. For example, you cannot send an image and buttons in the same message. They have to be separate. So having these different code nodes is going to enable us to actually send all of this information in the way that we want it. So we're just going to wait a couple seconds. This takes a bit of time. And then basically on WhatsApp, I should receive a message directly here with all the information I need for my personalized travel plan. Okay, great. So here the different nodes have been completed, and then now it's actually sending the messages on WhatsApp. So if you go to WhatsApp, I didn't get my name because I didn't say my name, but hello name, exciting travel alert, get ready for your trip from Dubai to Nairobi. Here are the travel dates that I said. Enjoy the adventure, and then you have the flight details, and then you have the hotel details with the image. Now actually sending the image directly within WhatsApp, this is a lot of things. This is something that no one really it's pretty complex to do. You need to know how to do it. So that's why all this whole template will be available if you click the link in the description. So you won't need to worry about going into Facebook documentation and figuring out how to send out images or buttons. Everything will be there. But essentially here it's going to send two different options for hotels, as you can see, with the images and then also the YouTube video. This is what we saw from the email, and then the latest headlines. So quote rejects, etc. I'm not going to read this, but basically it gives the latest headlines, which is always good to know before you go to travel to a certain place, what's happening in that place. You don't want to be stuck in a protest or something like this. And then basically it asks, would you like to proceed with your booking, the trip? And then here the person can directly make a payment, or they can speak to a live agent, which can help them even further. So that's the whole idea of this. Now, Now let's go to the actual Miro board that I created. Alright, great. So this is what I have made for you guys. Alright, great. So it's possible to revolutionize the travel agency industry with AI today in this moment. So what I have done is basically I have done some research on the current state of travel agencies today. And what I did is I went on Trustpilot and I got some reviews on what frustrates travelers today. So negative Trustpilot reviews, and then also what makes a great travel agency today. So positive Trustpilot reviews. So the main thing that we see is, well, a lot of people, if we go to the conclusion here, is, well, the common traveler frustrations and where the industry faces challenges is, well, delayed communication, difficult to reach customer support, errors in bookings or reservations, lack of proactive updates, refund and billing issues, generic or impersonal service, pricing confusion or hidden costs. So those are the current frustrations and why travel agencies get negative reviews. And if we go to the positive reviews now as well, what builds a positive traveler experience? It's these factors. So fast responsive communication, personalized travel recommendations, clear upfront pricing, reliable booking process, proactive support and updates, consistent friendly service, and emergency assistant available. So those are the two main parts, and now we can see really both views on what the AI travel industry lacks, and is there a way to actually fix this with AI? So if we go more in detail in the different types of reviews, so for example here, Vance, what he said for this travel agency, what is interesting is, well, they said basically like they don't return calls, they're dishonest. I mean, this is just the travel agency itself, so nothing really where AI can help out here. But what the AI could have helped out here is, well, it could return calls. It could also, here they talk about the only person you can deal with is your particular consultant. If that person is sick or away, no one else can help. Well, here, if this travel agency just had one AI like travel buddy or AI assistant that was trained and that was done in the right way, then they would be able to just use one AI assistant to reply to every single inquiry and to help any type of person with whatever they need. And again, this AI doesn't get sick; it works 24/7, etc. We know now the benefits of AI, but it's just clear that, well, already in the travel agency, already with this review, if you have it done well, if you do have an AI travel assistant that's done well, it already successfully helps this person directly, and this review would have been a positive one instead of a negative one. We can also see that it's a very recent review, it's June the 25th, so people are still having issues with that today. And then basically we have kind of the same reviews of what people talk about. So horrible customer service, no one's replying, I'm waiting so long to get a quote, etc. Now if we go to the actual positives, this is what we can learn from and what we can integrate in the AI just to make it even better. As well, here we see that people really they really see as valuable as personal help. We can also see here the tailored travel plan. So that's essentially what we did in the demo. And then excellent listener, and AI will listen whatever you want, whatever you tell it, it will listen to you and it will reply back. So these are the kinds of things that people are looking for and the types of things that travel agencies should not do. And well, we can fix this with this one N8N template. Of course, it would have to be personalized for each travel agency depending on what kind of database they use, etc. But it's already a step forward. So how can AI solve these industry challenges? So like I said, the main issues that we saw in the reviews is delayed communication. Well, how can we solve that is with the AI voice assistant and chatbots that are available 24/7. The generic recommendations, well, AI systems generate tailored travel plans based on preferences, like I showed in the WhatsApp and the email personalized travel plan. Support gaps during disruptions, AI instantly alerts travelers, rebooks options, or answers questions. So this would be the next steps that you would implement in the system, where you would actually create a proper WhatsApp AI agent or a proper AI caller, which doesn't just have the goal to make a travel plan, but also has the goal to get notified whenever, for example, there is a cheaper flight, or get notified, like let's say there is like very bad news that's happening in that country, obviously you're not going to still send your client to go to that country. If, like, for example, I don't know, if there's massive protests and nothing is working, you would want to cancel that booking and tell them in advance, so that they don't get, so that when they arrive at the airport or when they arrive there, that they're not that they're not in a bad situation. Like, it's your responsibility as a travel agency to make sure that the person who's going on that vacation receives a very high quality service. So yeah, I think that's what most people value the most here is the quality of service, the personalized travel plan, and the the delay in replies. Obviously, travel agencies are not really able to do that right now without AI, because they need to rely on someone who's motivated to do that, to, like, the salesperson that's on the phone or the customer service. And usually what happens is these travel agencies, since they are all about margins, right? Most of them, they make money on commissions or on hidden fees. So they also have a cheap option for the salesperson, or they have a cheap option for the actual customer service, which just impacts the whole quality. And if you're going to go book like a vacation or a trip, and you're going to speak to someone who's rude or who is not very useful, then it's just going to make things much more complicated. But if you do it with an AI and you train it, like, the agency will just need to pay a one-time fee and a small monthly retainer. If it's done properly, then really, like, they can succeed very well here. So booking errors, pricing confusions, etc. Now, the solution is, imagine a traveler lands on your website, speaks to an AI agent, and within seconds gets a personalized travel plan sent to WhatsApp or email, no waiting times, and no confusion with pricing or anything. So that would be the end goal. Now, so like I said, yes, it is possible to revolutionize the travel agency industry with AI today. This is the main workflow that you would use. Just by sending even personalized travel plans to people who make inquiries would be a big game changer. And would already, like, this is the same thing as having an instant response time to people who fill in a lead form ad or a lead form from a business. It's the same thing with the travel agency, but actually you would provide even more value by sending out a personalized travel plan. These are the tool stacks that are needed. So ChatGPT for the AI model, Serve API to retrieve the data or whatever database the agency would use, N8N for the backend automations, Gmail for the delivery method, so where you're going to send the travel plan, WhatsApp Business API, same thing for the delivery method. And then if the travel agency doesn't have a good CRM, then you could build it on Go high level. And basically for every single travel agency, like, let's say you're AI agency owner and you're selling this to travel agencies, then you would want to build this on Go high level, so then you can easily replicate it for every other travel agency that you would work with by creating sub-accounts. Now, how to sell it to travel agencies? In my opinion, based on the work that needs to be done, I'll put a setup fee of $2,000 and then a maintenance fee of $99 per month. Now, of course, if it's going to be your first clients, then you wouldn't want to do it, like, to start. You would be lucky if someone directly wants to start working with you with this. Usually how it would happen is you would probably have like a milestone. You would put like a milestone on the setup fee, so they wouldn't pay the $2,000 all up front. Maybe you would take 25% first, and then another 25%, and then another 25%, and then another 25%, depending on what you have implemented and what you have built. And then I think the maintenance fee of $99 is completely fair. At the end of the day, the travel agency, it's in their best interest to work long term with someone like you or like me, and pay that maintenance fee, because you want someone who is consistently looking at the results and trying to improve it. So that's why there would be the maintenance fee. Now, in terms of volume, how do you actually get these clients? Well, I would do ads. I would send out an AI caller that would call all of these travel agencies and tell them the benefits of using AI. Have you ever thought of using AI within your travel agency? Do you know, for example, would you like to test out the personalized travel plan tool that we have, etc. Email outbound, LinkedIn outbound. So these are the main ways that I would use to actually approach the travel agencies. And then, basically, Yeah, I would not position this as an AI system or an AI agent. Travel agencies don't know what that means. Instead, what I would do is I would position this as a tool, an AI tool that will help the agency succeed in immediate response time, personalized travel plans, and using their human labor more efficiently. So instead of having your human SDR, well, whenever there's a new lead form that gets filled in, instead of them going and searching and creating themselves a personalized travel plan, well, with the AI that has been trained based on how the travel agency does this, then it would be able to send that in a couple of minutes rather than in a couple of hours, creating that personalized travel plan. And then, well, where you would use this human labor is actually, well, calling the person maybe, or following up, or putting it on clients that need more importance, that have a higher budget maybe, or who are more ready to book and have very specific questions. That's where you want to use this human labor. And then like I said like I showed in the demo, you have 11 labs for the voice bot. Then you have WhatsApp Business API, which sends all the information by chat, and then you have Gmail, which does the same thing but in email. So that's kind of where I'm at here with how would you revolutionize the travel agency industry. Okay, great. So now I'm going to explain how this whole N8N workflow works. So if you're a business owner and you don't want to know about this, then the video has ended here. If you're just someone who wants to get a template, then same thing. No point in watching this part. I'm just going to explain every single node and what happens for everything. But if you're someone who wants to learn and who wants to have an understanding of what each node does and how to actually construct it, then stick around, because that's what I'm going to explain here. So basically what happens is we have the webhook here that gets triggered from 11 Labs directly. So in 11 Labs, which I'll show now. So here we're in 11 Labs. Basically, how it triggers the webhook is we have a tool, which is called N8N. So you would just add a tool and you would create the tool. But here we called it N8N, and basically we gave it the description. The description is this tool generates a travel plan once you have collected all the details you requested. And then we have the URL of the webhook. So whenever it has collected all of this information, so for example, the current location of the person, the output type, so where do they want the information sent, is it WhatsApp or email, the different types of activities that the person wants to do, the return date, the passport type, other type of information, destination, WhatsApp, number, reason of travel, the email address of the person, departure date, name of the person, etc. So once it has all of this information, then it will trigger this webhook. And so it will send that information into this webhook, which happened during the test. So for example, here I said that I was in Dubai. The output type was email and WhatsApp. The activities is I wanted to visit coffee shops. The return date was the 20th of July. I have the Belgian passport. Other wants a nice hotel, Nairobi. Then I gave my WhatsApp number. Then I gave the reason of travel, the email address, the departure date, and it forgot to ask my name, but that's fine. You can just configure that easily and fix it. And then from there, basically after the webhook, we use the edit fields, and we basically put the fields in an easy way so that we can map it in the other nodes. So for example, Dubai is the current location, Nairobi is the destination, so we're going from Dubai to Nairobi, etc. You get the point. And then basically here we format the flights. So basically every single country has a specific flight code. So Dubai is DXB, Nairobi is NBO, and that's what we're going to use in the flights node to actually do the search and find matching flights. So these are proper flights. Now, the way that we do this is basically we use Serb API, and in Serb API you have multiple different ways you can connect to different APIs and get different types of information. So that's how we're able to connect to Google Flights, to Google News, to YouTube, etc. So what it's going to do here is basically we're using the Google Flights engine, so that's the API to fetch Google Flights information. We want it in English. This is the departure ID, the arrival ID, when we're going to leave, when do we want to return, what kind of currency do we want to see it in, so in euros in this case. If you would want dollars, then you would change this to USD, etc. And then the travel class is business class. So 3 is business class, 2 is like economy. No, 2 is not economy, but I don't know what you call it, but you have like economy, business class, premier class, whatever. You get the point there. Then after that, we do the same, but for hotels. So we change the engine type to Google Hotels, and in there it's going to fetch all the information about hotels. Now, as you can see, we have many different hotels. Well, actually, we should only have 3 because I said to have max result 3, but we actually get 3 different types of hotel examples. So what you could do is you could actually present these 3 hotels in the WhatsApp message or in the email that you send. It's just more work, but yeah. After that, we do the YouTube search, and then we have the Google Maps search, Google News, the Google Reviews, etc. So this will actually take reviews from the specific coffee shop that we wanted. So for example, here the rating is 4.6, it's 1,556 reviews. And I guess they are mostly known for les gaufres, pâtisserie, panini. So this is just like waffles and sweets. And you can actually see the reviews itself. So like for example here, Jordan, what he wrote is he put an 8, he put 10 pictures, and he asked like if you want to just relax and take a little coffee or milkshake, then this is the perfect place. So pretty cool that you can get that. There's a lot of other things that you can do. Of course, this is not the final version, but yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do here with all of these API triggers. And then basically we're going to create, well, here we have the AI agent that does a travel recommendation. So the purpose of this was really to give like as much information as possible to the person about what kind of vaccines do you need, what kind of visa do you need, what do you need to be careful, what is the local currency, etc. Now, not all of this information is actually in the email, but we could add it. But like for example here, what is interesting is like for example here, carry your yellow fever certificate. The recommendation for the vaccines is hepatitis A. Malaria risk is low in Nairobi, but still use precautions. Like these things are important. It gives the name of the main airport. When should you arrive to the airport? So 3 hours before. What are the different transportation methods? And then, well, what was interesting here that I found is, well, this is directly connected to the news, right? So recent news highlights protests by Kenya Gen Z leading to fatalities. Just what you need to be careful, etc. So I found that pretty interesting. Then after that, we'll actually create with the AI email agent, you'll create an HTML version. So from the email, what you saw is that I had something really custom with colors, with the logo. Like you can do this for any type of travel agency. So it can be customized, branded in a certain way. And so what you would do is you would give it a template, and then you would tell it to use this to fill in the right information in the template, and then it will generate HTML version. And then basically when you send that in the email, you say that the email type is HTML, and then you put the email body, and then it will just, when it sends, everything will get constructed together. And then same thing for the WhatsApp. Now for WhatsApp, it's a little bit more difficult because, like I said, there are there's some rules that you need to follow, and it's like, it's very specific. So you cannot send, for example, an image and a button together, like these types of things. The best is actually to just connect the WhatsApp business documentation to like ChatGPT, just feed it in, and then you say, okay, well, this is what I want to accomplish, and then it'll provide you the specific code of how to do that. And then from there, you do a HTTP request to send that information to on WhatsApp. So that's how you do it. You could also use like the WhatsApp node, but you have less flexibility in what you can actually send then. That's why I use the HTTP request nodes. Again, this template will be available. It will be in the community. I'm very excited and curious to see what people will build out of this. If you are looking for maybe like a partner where you actually don't want to go in all of these technicalities, and maybe you have experience in this industry, in the travel agency industry, and you have good connections and you want to work with someone, then feel free to reach out to me, and we can find out a solution where I'll build it for you, and then you would just go and sell it. Otherwise, feel free to join the community. There's a lot of people that are in it, and yeah, we're just helping each other build different types of automations, and the main goal here is to revolutionize industries and make everything more efficient and yeah, profit in the same way. So yeah, hopefully this video was valuable. If it was, feel free to like the video, subscribe, drop a comment, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.